How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're talking about Luna Classic. Now, I have only talked about Luna Classic a few times on the channel. I plan on not talking about it a ton, but if you want updates on it, let me know in the comment section. I'm also planning on doing a few short videos today instead of one longer video. So if you like that as well, let me know in the comment section. Now, Luna Classic, if you don't know, came from Luna, the Luna debacle, I should say, where Luna fell down from over $100 per coin down to fractions of a penny. Now, since then, it's gained a lot of popularity among new investors. When you look at Google search trends, Luna Classic actually blew up, and it's still one of the largest cryptocurrencies out there. It's 38th. Now, I bring this up because it shows that even projects that really self-implode can still do well in the long term. And there are a handful of different reasons for this, but they have come back pretty well. Now they're down 26% this week. I was always very careful of Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic is something that I didn't touch. I was burned really bad with UST and Luna, but I still think even if you don't buy it, the fact is you can learn a lot from it. And for anyone that doesn't know, I've just been buying Bitcoin. It's not like I've been buying a lot of altcoins over the last couple months. Now, CZ just said something really interesting. He says a small few people say if you don't force a 1.2% tax on all your users, you are centralized and greedy. Basically saying that you are controlling what happens, what the narrative is with that kind of coin. Now, he says, I believe the opposite. Forcing a tax is centralized. High tax is greedy. We protect our users. We let our users choose. We are firm on this principle. Expecting to get some attacks for this, but we stay transparent, involved, and open with our community and our approach. Now, some people, like he said, think that it's really greedy and centralized not to implement something that the overall crypto ecosystem has implemented. Now, I believe a little bit more what he thinks. Just forcing a tax because someone else says that you should force a tax, I think is a little bit centralized, right? So if he also says further down, if they just allow people in a different group to tax, let's say, Binance users, how is that better than having one country decide another country's taxes? If they're not going to have their crypto on the platform, why would they go with people that aren't part of their platform? I think that makes a lot of sense. So they are implementing this tax, but they voted to do so. They allowed their community to vote. I think that's really smart. Now, personally, I have some different thoughts on taxes than a lot of people in this community, especially taxes on cryptos. There's one good thing, I think, maybe two. There's one good thing that you get from these taxes. You can continue to build an ecosystem if it goes to some kind of marketing fund or development fund or something like that. It's not happening with this tax, though. This tax is just going and getting burned. Now, this is one of the ways that you can actually reduce the overall amount of tokens, which is positive, but it also hurts the people that are newer, maybe not as experienced in cryptocurrency and don't really understand how this can stack up. It also can be kind of a problem. If you want a lot of transactions, if you want it to be used for something besides just holding on to, it definitely diminishes the ability to do so. Because if you have, let's say, 10 transactions in some kind of business, a 1.2% tax will take away a lot of any kind of profit that you can make in that business. Now, I could always be wrong, right? There are definitely different implications for when you tax. It does help the price go up more because it just does take a lot of the circulating supply out, which is what a lot of projects use it for. But again, it's kind of Ponzonomics in the sense that people that get in early, that hold the longest, definitely come away better in that kind of situation. But that doesn't mean that you can't also see downwards pressure, right? People can sell. If there's more sellers than buyers, or the buyers aren't willing to pay very much, the fact is you will see the price go down no matter if there's a tax or not. We saw a lot of projects at 10% tax that did nothing because they didn't actually have a use case. With a 1.2% tax, I think it's lower than a lot of the other taxes. Just know that there are some pros and cons to it. I would prefer not to have a tax on any of these cryptos, especially because, again, it's not going back to anything to build out the fund, but it's definitely something that can push up the price eventually. if it goes well. Now, let me know your thoughts on the text underneath the video. I realize that people are trying to make money in cryptocurrency, so the people that are in earliest typically do better. So I'm not against that kind of thing all the time. It's just that the tax is quite different because it does place a lot of limits on what you can do. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.